The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter. It wasn't a gentle vibration, it screamed, glowing like a beacon in the dim morning light. I froze, spatula in hand, as the eggs sizzled in the pan, their edges curling the way my nerves did. It was her phone, not mine. And the name flashing across the screen wasn't one I recognized. Elliot. No last name. No emoji. Just Elliot. My stomach twisted, a cold knot tightening as I stared at that name burning against the screen. Why would someone named Elliot be texting my wife at 6:17 a.m., the morning she was leaving for a girls' trip? I didn't touch the phone. Not yet. The eggs scorched, filling the kitchen with a faint acrid smell, but I couldn't move. My mind replayed the last few weeks, her late nights at work, the new perfume that didn't smell like her, the laughter that felt rehearsed. I told myself it was nothing. Stress, maybe. 7 years of marriage had to show cracks somewhere. But in that quiet kitchen, with her phone lighting up like a signal flare, I knew something was wrong. "Morning, babe." Her voice floated in, bright and careless. Sarah walked in, hair damp, humming softly. She scooped her phone off the counter, eyes flicking to the screen, then with one casual swipe, the message vanished. She smiled. Too quickly. Too light. Eggs smell great. I forced a grin, swallowing the sting in my throat. Yeah. They're ready. She barely glanced at the plate I slid toward her. Her eyes stayed glued to her phone, her lips twitching with a smile that didn't reach me. "God, I'm so excited for this weekend," she said. "Me, Jess, and Claire, just sun and cocktails. No responsibilities." Her voice danced, but her words landed like stones. I nodded, scraping the burnt eggs into the sink. I didn't ask about Elliot. Not yet. The airport drop-off blurred past in silence. Her suitcase wheels clicked over the pavement, her perfume trailing behind like a ghost. She kissed me once, quick, distracted, and disappeared into the terminal. "Text you when I land," she called. But all I heard was Elliot. Back home, the house felt hollow. Her coffee mug still sat in the sink, lipstick smudged across the rim, a small, mocking reminder she existed everywhere and nowhere. I wandered through our bedroom, the bed still unmade, her side tangled and warm. That's when I saw it, her old phone, lying forgotten on the nightstand. The one she hadn't used in months, replaced by the sleek new one she carried now. I don't know why I picked it up. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe I already knew the truth. The cracked screen flickered to life. No passcode. My heart thudded as I opened her messages, scrolling past grocery lists and notes to her mom until I saw it. Elliot. The thread ran deep. Dozens of messages. Months long. I read them in silence, my breath catching with each line. "Miss you already? Last night was incredible. You make me feel alive." Her replies were worse. Warm. Playful. Intimate. Words she hadn't used with me in years. I wish I could stay. The phone slipped from my hands. The air thickened around me, heavy, suffocating. 7 years of love, laughter, and shared mornings, collapsing into a single line of text. Every lie snapped into focus, the late nights, the girls' weekends, the sudden privacy with her phone. I wanted to call her, to demand why. But my voice was gone. The next few hours blurred. I paced the house like a ghost, haunted by the echo of their words. In the garage, I found a small suitcase tucked behind the Christmas boxes, one she hadn't taken. I unzipped it slowly, like peeling open a wound. Inside was a velvet box. A man's watch. Engraved with a single word, forever. My knees gave out. It wasn't mine. Minutes later, my phone lit up with her text. Landed, love you. The words felt like acid. I could have replied. I could have ended it then, shouted the truth into the phone and burned it all down. But something colder took over. If she thought she could deceive me and walk away untouched, she was mistaken. She'd see what forever really meant. That night, I drove back to the airport. The same place I'd dropped her off hours before. Her hotel, sleek, glass-fronted, too perfect, gleamed under the city lights. I didn't call. I didn't text. I just waited. Hours passed. Then I saw her. She stepped out of a cab, laughing, her arm linked with a man's. Tall. Confident. His hand on her back as if he owned her. Elliot. Her laughter rang through the night, sharp and cruel. I didn't move. Didn't follow. I didn't need to. The truth was already complete. The next morning, I packed her things. Every dress. Every photo. Every trace of her. My movements were methodical, precise, like I was dismantling a bomb. At her office, I left the boxes in the lobby with a note. You're free now. Enjoy your girl's trip. No signature. No explanation. When I returned home, the house was quiet again. My phone buzzed endlessly, her name flashing over and over, a flood of panic and excuses. I ignored every call. The watch sat on the table in front of me, the word forever catching the dim light. It mocked me. But it also liberated me. I stood, grabbed my keys, and walked out the door. The night was cold. The stars were sharp. I didn't know where I was going. I just knew I was finally done. She'd made her choice. And so had I.